Hey everyone, it's Kaylin. Today I have a quick Pilates mat workout that's going to use some small light weights. So I have just 2 pounds here. I would suggest 1 to 2 pounds, no more than 3 for this. I promise you these will feel a lot heavier than 2 pounds as we get moving. If you don't have any weights, that's okay. Please feel free to use water bottles. So 2 the same water bottles would work, as well as 2 cans of beans or vegetables, or again, that have the same weight and same size. So those are some good swaps for the weights. So if you're looking for some nice toning and sculpting, these weights add just that little bit of extra to the Pilates mat. And I just love using these. I use these weekly in some of my online classes. So I hope you guys enjoy it as well. We're gonna start first on our back. So I'm gonna have you come all the way down. And just come down, bringing your head down, and you have your whole back here on the mat, all the way down to your pelvis. So you can have your weights close by, but we're not gonna grab them just yet. We're just gonna move those arms a little bit first, get some mobility in the upper body. So feet are on the mat. Feel your shoulders dripping down and back towards the floor. And just take a couple breaths here. Just settling into the space. One more breath. Good. On your next inhale, I want you to start to bring those arms up and back behind you. And then you're gonna circle them along the floor, down by your sides, back to that starting position. And then you're gonna keep that moving up and back, and then circle open. So we're just loosening up the arms in the shoulder sockets. The shoulders are feeling tight, or if you've been sitting a lot all day, this will feel nice just to kind of open up the front of that chest and the front of the shoulders. Okay, let's go ahead and reverse that. So bring the arms out to the side, back, and then lift up and down. Good, keep that moving. And if your arms don't come to the floor, that's okay. Or when they come back behind you, maybe the arms lift up a little bit. That's perfectly fine. I want you to focus on keeping the back of your ribs down onto the mat. And that's really gonna tell you where that true range of motion is that you have in your upper body. All right, let's do one more. Open, good, and lift. All right, go ahead and rock yourself up to a seated position. And here you are going to grab onto those weights. So we're gonna bring one weight in each hand. We're gonna sit up nice and tall, and we're gonna bring those arms out in front of you. So you can already feel here how just that little extra weight here just provides a little bit extra resistance and a little bit more strength work. So keeping that spine lifted here at the top, take an inhale, and then on your exhale, you're gonna roll all the way down. So you're gonna come down bone by bone. You're gonna bring those arms back behind you, just like you just did. Circle them along the floor, bring the arms down by the sides as you start to scoop through the belly, lift back up to seated. And then go ahead and bring it back down. Continue that motion, arms up and back. Circle open, scoop the belly, round and lift. Good, so keep that moving. Inhale, arms back. Good, circle open, arms forward, pull the belly back, lift up. Okay, now we're gonna reverse that. So as you come down to the mat, you bring the arms along the floor, and then up, back behind you, up towards the ceiling, and then we round and lift back up. And again, arms come down, palms can turn up towards the ceiling as you open those arms out to the sides, back, and lift. Let's do one more just like that. Palms turn up, bring the spine down, open those arms. All this is done with control. Arms up, lift up, all the way back up. All right, we're gonna add a little rotation. So for this, I'm gonna have you bring your weights together and elbows are gonna come out to the sides. So we're starting with that tall spine. So I want you to scoop the belly, come back to a C curve and hold that here. Then you're gonna start to twist side to side with those weights. Keeping those hands together so that whole upper torso is rotating as one unit. Good, right and left. Good, let's 2 more sets. 2, 1, and 1. Good, bring those arms back forward, roll down through your spine. Inhale, arms lift back behind you. And then exhale, roll it up, back up to seated, all the way up. We're gonna do that rotation one more time. So hands back in the center, elbows to the sides. Scoop the belly, bring it back. Good, start rotating right and left. Good. Feeling those obliques working. 2 more sets. 2, 2, 1, and 1. Good, arms go back out straight. Roll it all the way down. This time the arms can come down by your sides. All right, walk those feet in towards you and have your legs be in parallel. And we're gonna move into bridging here. We're gonna add some upper body work with our bridging as well. So bring your feet onto the mat. We're gonna take a deep breath in, keep your arms down onto the floor for now. I want you to roll up through your spine. Good, lifting here, lengthening at the top, and then reverse it back down, bone by bone, all the way, and release. Good, 2 more just like that, rolling up, opening up the front of the hips, and then bring it back down. Pelvis releases. Good, last one, I want you to keep yourself lifted at the top, so you're in that bridge. You're gonna hold that bridge position. So I want you to start to lift your arms off the floor, bring your right arm back, left arm stays down, and then we're gonna alternate. We're gonna switch and switch. So everything's staying still everywhere else except for those arms moving. Keep those hips up nice and high, drive through your heels, engage through your glutes. Good, and switch. Good. Let's do 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, and 1. Good, bring the arms up to the ceiling. Palms are gonna face away from you. We're gonna do a chest press here. When we bring the elbows down to the floor, we're gonna lower the hips halfway and then press the hips up, bring the arms towards the ceiling. Lower and press, lift. Good, lower and lift. So keep that moving and lift. So both upper and lower body are coordinating, moving at the same time. And lower and lift. 2 more. Last one. Good, keep the arms here, lower the spine, bringing it all the way back down. Good, keep those arms right where they are, except turn the palms to face each other. And then you're gonna roll back up to that bridge position. We're gonna do triceps here. So as you bend the elbows, when the arms are gonna come back towards your shoulders, you're gonna lower the hips halfway, press and lift up. So same motion with the hips. Good, elbows point towards the ceiling as you bend those elbows. Good, bend and press. Good, 5, 4, last 3, 2, good, you got it. Last one. Good, lift and hold. We're gonna do a chest fly. So as you lower those hips halfway, the arms come out to the sides and then come back together. So the elbows are just slightly bent. So not quite a chest press where you bend the elbows. We keep that elbow slightly bent as we open the arms, bring it back together. Good. Let's do 5 more. 5, that's it. Good, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Keep those arms up towards the ceiling. Roll down through your spine. Come all the way down. Bring those arms down by your sides. Drop your weights. Bring your knees into your chest. Just do some knee circles. Moving in one direction. And then go ahead and reverse. All right, we're gonna move on to some abdominal work. So we're gonna grab those weights back in our hands, bring the legs to tabletop. So knees right over the hips and shins parallel with the floor. We're gonna start with our ab curls first, bringing those arms up to the ceiling with the weights in the hands, palms facing away. You're gonna keep your legs here, take an inhale. On your exhale, start to come up into your ab curl, arms down by your sides as you lift up, and then we lower back down. Good, exhale, lift, and lower. Exhale, lift, and lower. Good, keep that going. Good, on your next one, when you lift up, you're gonna reach a single leg long. So reach right leg, lower down, pull that in, reach left leg long. Good, keep alternating legs here. Exhale, reach. Lift, reach. Good, 2 more sets. 2, 2. Good, last 1. And 1. Awesome, bring the legs back to tabletop. We're gonna do our double leg reach. So we're gonna change our arm motion. So starting with the legs in tabletop, arms are gonna come out to the sides, okay? So you have T arms. They are lifted off the floor. You're gonna exhale as you bring the arms down by your sides. You reach both legs long, and then you bend the knees in, open the arms. Exhale, reach, and bring it in lower. Reach long, and lower. That's it. You can always keep the legs in tabletop. You can keep the head down if you need to. Okay, let's do 2 more. Last one. Good, and in. All right, we're gonna do coordination. So that comes from our reformer exercises. But with this, you're gonna focus on triceps, tricep presses. So elbows by your sides. With this one, we come into an ab curl as we reach the legs long, straighten the arms, open and close the legs. Stay in your ab curl as you bend your knees, bend your arms. Reach long, extend, open, close, knees and elbows. Good, reach, open, close, knees, elbows. Let's do 3 more. Reach, knees, elbows. Last 2. And last 1. Good, knees and elbows, and then lower it all the way down. Drop your weights off to the side. Reach your arms and your legs nice and long, up overhead. Good, lengthen, find that nice stretch. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break here, grab a sip of water. You guys, if you'd like to do the same, then I will meet you right back here very shortly. All right, we're gonna move on into a sideline position. So I want you to prop yourself up onto your forearm on your left forearm, and you can keep that bottom leg nice and bent. And I just want you to grab one of your weights in that top arm here. So that would be your right arm. So first, we're going to find some nice oblique work here. So your elbow is right under your shoulder, and you're really pressing yourself away from the floor, keeping yourself lifted, that underside away from the floor. Shoulders and hips are pointing forward. Go ahead and lift that top long leg. Reach that top arm nice and long. And then you're gonna bend, turn that leg out in the hip socket, bend the knee, bend the elbow, pull it together, and then reach it away. Good, bring it in and reach. Good. So really contract those top obliques. Good, and reach, and then really feel that shoulder pulling down your back as you bend that elbow and pull that knee to elbow. Good, good. Let's do 4. Last 3. Last 2. And last 1. All right, now this time I'm gonna have you bring the arm forward, flex through that ankle, and you're gonna bring foot to hand, and then open it back up. So foot to hand and open. Yeah, so we're flexing here right at the hip socket, or right at the hip, and feeling that nice long leg stretching forward. So you get glute work here. Get a nice hamstring stretch as you bring it forward, and you can feel that shoulder of that top arm. Let's do 2 more. 2. Last one. Good, and then go ahead and lower that down. Now before we switch to the other side, I want you to go ahead and sit on up. Place the weight here into right here in front of you. And we're gonna do a little jackknife crunch. So I want you to go ahead and start to lean back, and then you're gonna bring your legs forward as you lean back with the upper body and then come back in together. So we lean back and bring it in. Good, out and in, that's it. Out and in for 4, 3, 2, last one. Awesome, go ahead and bring that down. We're gonna switch to our other side. So coming onto the forearm of that left side, bring that right leg nice and long. Left leg is bent and right here on the floor. All right, turn that top leg out in the hip socket. Top arm reaches away. Staying lifted underneath that side body. And we exhale, knee to elbow, and reach. Good, and reach. Again, contract those top obliques, really squeeze, and really pull that shoulder down the back, engaging through that back body as well. Good, let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right, now we're gonna flex through that top ankle, bring that arm up overhead, and we bring foot and hand together and reach it away. Good, come together and bring it away. That's it. Good. Good, let's do 5, 4. Lots of work going on in that top side of the body. Good, last 2 and 1. Awesome, bring it out. We're gonna do those jackknives one more time. So coming back to seated, go ahead and grab that weight. If you wanna grab 2 weights, feel free. And start to lean back, and then bring those legs out as upper body comes back. Bring it back in, good, out and in. Now if this is too hard like this, feel free to drop the weight and bring the hands behind you onto the floor. And that'll give you a little extra support in that upper body. Good, out and in. Let's do 4, 3, 2, last one. Good, bring it all the way in. I should note that that is not, I call that a jackknife. That is not a traditional Pilates jackknife, which is a different exercise. But that is called a jackknife as a different abdominal movement as well. So just want to make that clarification. Let's go ahead and come into all fours now. So we're gonna place the weight here behind the knee. So again, same thing, just one weight, one side, and you're gonna go ahead and grab onto it with that leg. Okay, so which means you're bringing the heel towards the glute. Now really feel the belly pulling in and have the shoulders right over the wrists. You're in that all fours position. Start to lift that left knee off the mat, and you're gonna lift and lower that leg. Lift and lower. So we're focusing on the glute here. Right, we've done this exercise before without the weight. This just gives it a little bit of extra with that little extra 2 pounds there. Good, up and in. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. All right, now keeping that knee hovering, gonna bring that leg out to the side and then bring it back to center. Good, out and in, out, in, good. So really feeling again that glute still. As we stabilize through the rest of the body, let's do 4, good, 3, and 2, last one, awesome. All right, let's go ahead and release that down. We're gonna switch to the other side. I'm just gonna loop myself around so you can see that leg better on this side. Place that weight behind that right knee. Squeeze that heel in towards your bottom. Pull the belly in, and then start to lift and lower. Good, and lift. Yeah. Isolating that movement to that glute and hamstring. Okay, let's do 5, 4, last 3, 2, and 1. Good, bring that knee down, keep it hovering, bring it out to the side. Good. That's it. Good, let's do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, bring it back down. All right, let's stay on this right side, but we're gonna take the weight and put it into our right hand. And then I'm gonna prop myself, just for this first one, onto my knuckles of my left hand. So keep that right arm hovering, and we're gonna lift that arm out to the side, okay? So legs are not gonna move. We're just gonna bring that right arm out and then lower. So we lift and lower. So you should feel the back of that shoulder working. Still staying engaged in your core. Good, out and in. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, bring it down. Stay with it in your right hand. Go ahead and bring your left hand to the mat. And I want you to bring your left leg straight out behind you. All right, so now we're gonna lift this right arm up. Elbow's gonna come by your side, and you're gonna straighten it for a little tricep press. Good, and press. So not a lot of weight here, but just focusing on that stability and that full contraction of that arm as you extend. Good. Let's do 3, 2, 1. Hold it long. Just lift that right arm up and down. So we lift the left straight arm here. So using the back of that arm and the back of that shoulder area. Good. Let's do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, bend that elbow, lower that side all the way down and your leg, and then we're gonna switch to the other side. So weight comes into the left hand. Again, I'm gonna prop myself onto my knuckles. This just gives me a little extra height away from the floor as we move this left arm. Good, core is pulling in, shoulders down the back, and we lift that arm out to the side and lower, lift, lower. So as I said, these 2-pound weights, they start to feel a lot heavier as you keep moving, right? When you keep moving with these weights throughout the entire class, and your muscles start to get fatigued and burned out, they start to feel like a lot more than 2 pounds. Good, let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, bring that right hand down to the mat. Let's send that, that right leg back behind you and pull the core in. Keep that stability, elbow by your side, and we reach and press for that tricep press. That's it. So just focusing on that stability here. This is too much with that leg lifted. Go ahead and bring it back down to the mat. Good, let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, straight arm. Stay straight as we pulse it up towards the ceiling. That's good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. And then bend that elbow, bend that knee, lower it all the way down. All right, let's go ahead and grab both weights now and come onto your knees. This is not comfortable. Go ahead and come to a cross-legged position. We're just gonna do a little bit more upper body, shoulder work. We're gonna start first with our goalpost arms. So I want you to go ahead and bring those arms here. Keep the elbows in line with the shoulders, but keep those shoulders sliding down the back. And we're just gonna close them, bring them together, and then we open. Good, close and open, that's it. So with the weights here, these are really gonna burn out those shoulders quite a bit more. I mean, these exercises without the weights, when you continue and do quite a few sets here, are challenging as it is. You'll feel the difference with these weights, even these light ones. Good, so keep those elbows lifted, right? Try not to let them drop. Let's do 4, 3, that's it. Last 2, and 1. All right, now keep the goalpost arms here and then press the arms up to the ceiling and then bring them back down. Good, press and lower. Good, press, draw the shoulders down, squeeze as you lower. Good, reach, good, and up, that's it. Good, let's do 5 more, 5, 4, last 3, and 2, last 1, good, bring it down. Now you are gonna prop yourself up on your knees, turn to the side. And we're gonna do another little tricep press. So you're gonna kind of sit back towards your heels, not sitting on your heels, staying lifted, and then hinge forward with the upper body, elbows by your sides, and then we press those elbows back. So similar movement that we did in that all fours position. Still using that core here. Good. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right, let's bring it all the way down to the floor now. Keep those weights in your hands. So we're gonna come all the way down. We're gonna finish up here on our belly. All right, so we're gonna keep the weights here right under the shoulders with the elbows bent. So reach those legs long, pull the belly in away from the floor, and slide the shoulders down the back. All right, so on your inhale, you're gonna lift your arms off the floor so they lift with the upper body as you come up, and then you lower back down. Keep those hands lifted off the floor, and then lift back up and lower. Good, lift and lower. Good, let's do 4. Last 3. Think of really pulling those shoulders down and together as you lift. Last 2. Good, last one, lift and hold. Extend those arms straight back behind you, palms facing the floor, and then we lift those arms up. Lift, lift. So we're still lifted here in the upper body. Good, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, lower it all the way down. All right, drop one of your weights, grab the other weight here in your hands in front of you, okay? So we're gonna do an exercise where we pass the weight around the back of our body and then up overhead while we're in a lifted kind of Superman type position. So what I would like you to do is bring the arms forward with the weights in your hand, or excuse me, one weight in both hands. And I want you to start to lift up upper and lower body together. Start to bring that weight to your right hand as you bring it around your back, over to the other hand, and back, switching to the right hand. So we're gonna keep that motion going in a circle. That's it. One more in this direction. Come down in between if you need to. Now reverse it, coming back. Good, switch. Good, circle around and switch. 2 more. Switch, good, eyes gaze to the floor. Last one. And forward, good, reach it long, hold, hold, hold. And then lower it all the way down. All right, release that weight to the floor. Go ahead and shift your hips back. Widen your knees, coming into that nice rest pose here. Breathing into that lower back. Good, go ahead and stack yourself up to a nice, comfortable seated position. I'm gonna stay in kneeling. We're just gonna get a little stretch here into the triceps. So go ahead and draw that right arm up to the ceiling, bend your elbow, grab onto the elbow with your left hand, and then go ahead and bring it over, feeling that stretch along the back of the arm and that side body there as you open it up. Good, come up through center, left arm lifts, bend that elbow, switch to the other side. Good, come back up to center, straighten both arms up to the side, cross your left arm over your right, or left arm across the body, and then grab on with your right arm as you pull it across. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that one with that little extra strength work with the weights. Go ahead and switch arms here. I do love using the weights. I've noticed quite a difference in my strength work just from using those pretty regularly in some of my classes. So it doesn't take that much, right? It's just about your alignment, your control, and your consistency. So please let me know what you thought in the comments below. I'll link to some other prop workouts here if you're interested in trying out something different. And if you're looking for more of a traditional no weights mat workout, then I'll go ahead and link to another one here. But thank you guys for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you back on the mat here again soon. Take care.